Mr. LaTurner.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I appreciate it. And thank you, Mr. Kafari, for being here today. America's Border Patrol agents put their lives on the line to secure our border and halt the flow of illegal immigrants, drugs, weapons, and human trafficking from entering our country. For far too long under this administration, these brave men and women have been understaffed and without adequate resources to do their job effectively, and that needs to change. Between fiscal years 2020 and 2022, your recent report found the number of Border Patrol agents guarding the southwest border fell slightly, while monthly encounters with illegal aliens spiked by a staggering 450%. Your report also found that FY 2022 set the record for migrant deaths, with more than 800 migrants dying while attempting to cross the southwest border. These are not just statistics, they represent a very real crisis at the border that remains unaddressed by the Biden administration. Unsurprisingly, 88% of ICE and CBP agents you surveyed said their duty locations are not adequately staffed to handle the surge of people streaming across our border. And to further compound the problem, 24% of respondents said they plan to leave their respective agencies within the calendar year. It's a dangerous and demanding job in the first place, and it's clear from your reporting that morale amongst our border agents is lower than ever before. One agent testified that due to a significant shift in immigration policies from the prior administration, it feels like they are trying to do their job, quote, with one hand tied behind their back. Mr. Kufari, amongst the agents you surveyed, which policy changes did they say most hindered their efforts to protect our border?
The unknown, lawsuits, there's just a whole wide variety of concerns.
Would the current number of agents be better able to maintain control of the southwest border if Remain in Mexico was still in place?
More individuals certainly would help stem the flow of illegal immigration.
Well, I understand that, but the Remain in Mexico policy, if that was still in place, would that help them maintain control of the southwest border? From the people that, your observations.
I can't speak to the policy decisions.
You concluded your report with 3 recommendations to remedy the staffing shortage at CBP and ICE. The Biden administration agreed with 2 of them, but rejected the first under the premise the agency's staffing models are already sufficient and that your report did not recognize all the DHS initiatives to support its personnel. Do you agree with that assessment?
No.
According to your report, between fiscal year 2019 and 2022, there was a 303% increase in known gotaways. Is this occurring because there are no agents available to respond?
According to the agents who were on the border, yes.
Your report details that at one southwest border station, 15% of gotaways in a 5-day period occurred because no agents were available to respond. How common of an occurrence is that?
It's, to my knowledge, it's a weekly occurrence.
What impact does the staffing shortage have on efforts to combat human trafficking, drug smuggling, and other illicit activities?
A negative impact.
Given the increasing demand for cybersecurity expertise, what steps is the department taking to recruit and retain individuals with specialized skills in this area?
I believe the department implemented a HR program to provide additional funding, like an enhancement to basic salary for those types of career fields, those jobs that relate to that.
Are there any partnerships or collaborations with educational institutions or industry to enhance recruitment that you know of specifically?
Not that I'm aware of, no.
Okay. Your report also detailed CBP and ICE's use of details and overtime as a staffing mechanism. How efficient is this from a budget perspective? And is this an approach that is the best use of taxpayer money?
It's driving a huge cost in terms of expenditures of money to the department.
My time's about to expire, but I just want to thank you for being here today. I know you've put up with a lot from the other side of the aisle, and the reason that I'm so pleased with you being here and the way in which you've conducted yourself is because you've given short answers that center on the facts and the truth as you have observed it. And I appreciate that. You can ask any of my colleagues up here. You know you're getting the runaround when answers are really, really long and don't allow for you to get to all the questions that you have. So I appreciate you being here today, and I yield back, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you.